the idea I was going to help you out.
I don't need your damned help.
I don't think your father would agree with that.
He'll agree with whatever I decide. It's my project. I decide who we do and we don't need.
You're saying I'm fired?
I'm saying we don't need you.
All right. If that's the way you want it. It's fine with me.
You're supposed to be taking me to the stables.
You don't need any help, remember?
John! John!
You call loud enough, they might hear you at the stables.
John! I want him off the place.
Why don't you calm down?
He leaves me stuck in the middle of a paddock and you reckon I should calm down?
You told Mel where you were.
Yeah, so they could have a good laugh at me.
So they could get you.
I fired him. I want him to go.
I want to hear his side of it. You haven't been behaving very well towards him.
I've treated him like one of the workers. That's all he is.
He's more than that, and you know it. I asked him to help you out.
You shouldn't have.
Whether you like it or not, you're still an invalid. You could give him a go. He could make things easier for you. As it is, it's obvious you'll never get along together. Perhaps it is best he goes.
No, perhaps about it.
I want to discuss it with him first.
You should be on my side. I am your son.
I'm not on anybody's side. I want to clear it up with a minimum of fuss.
I don't want him here!
Been with Wayne.
I want your side of things.
He pushed it too far.
It was an irresponsible thing to do.
Thought it'd be my fault.
Don't you start going off half-cocked. It was irresponsible. He was hopping mad. He could have tried something silly like walking without his crutches. It would have caused irreparable damage if he had.
I was too mad to think.
I don't blame you for standing up against him. I just object to the way you did it.
Want me to leave? Wayne fired me.
I'm in a very difficult position. Wayne has an equal say in the property.
You want me to leave?
I want you to understand my position. I told Wayne from the word go it was his project.
You told me I'd have a job here. That was before the divorce, though.
A bit below the belt.
I'm sorry. You did say I had a job, though.
Helping Wayne. There's not much chance of that now.
He won't let me.
I know you've tried.
Prue's been at me for days about getting out. She was right. There's no way I'll get anywhere here.
Do you want to go back to the stud?
I'll find something.
I want to help. I owe you that much.
You can always tell Wayne he's wrong. Make him have a go at getting on with me.
Knowing him, I doubt it.
That's a cop-out.
I don't like the attitude he's taken. He's feeling insecure as it is. It'd be worse if I took up your case against him. He knows I'm unhappy with him. Perhaps he'll change his own mind.
Unless he does, that's it for me.
I offered you the other job.
I always thought you were fair.
I'm trying to be.
Could have fooled me. I'll leave in the morning.
Where you got to. Come on in, come in.
Well, it's good to see that I'm welcome.
Oh, you cook you are, you know you are.
I wasn't too sure.
Oh, come on, we sorted all that out in Melbourne. As long as you're doing the right thing by Beryl. That's your room in there. I was just making myself a drink.
Well, it makes a difference knowing there's a bed here. Been on the go since 5. I'm dead beat.
Oh, when do you go back?
Tomorrow night.
Oh, good. Any plans?
Yeah, I'll give Angela a call.
Ah, of course. Do you want me to do it for you? In case Patricia answers.
No, I'll phone her at work tomorrow.
Good idea. Do you still think about Patricia? Shut up, Fiona.
No, it's okay. I worry about her sometimes. The way I walked out on her. I know it's all wrong, but can't help it.
She'll survive. She'll always find someone to worry about her.
Hope everyone will manage without me.
We'll all miss you. Main thing is that you have a good break.
Hope so. What's going on tonight? Nobody said boo over dinner and young John leaving. What did he do?
It's a long story. Why don't you go to bed? It's a big day tomorrow.
Something between him and Wayne, is it?
I'd rather not discuss it.
Probably that girlfriend of his. She was cheery enough. Probably glad she caused trouble.
Good night, Rosie.
Good night. If it was over her, young John needs his head red.
Still up? Not in the mood for sleep.
Hope you're not losing on account of John.
The whole thing's left a nasty taste in my mouth. I'll talk to him again in the morning. I don't want him leaving under a cloud. If he goes. He goes. You're being unfair.
I don't think so. You can always override me.
Yes, I could.
Tennis ace Todd.
The whole thing's left a nasty taste in my mouth. I'll talk to him again in the morning. I don't want him leaving under a cloud. If he goes. He goes. You're being unfair.
I don't think so. You can always override me.
Yes, I could.
Tennis ace Todd Woodbridge has some great gardening tips for you and takes you on a tour of his amazing house.
Plus, one of the easiest cakes you'll ever make.
And how to turn that old room into a tropical oasis. Better Home's summer favourites tonight.
A mystical, spiritual retreat hidden above the clouds, and it isn't Tibet. Restaurants owned and run by award-winning chefs, but it isn't Paris. Internationally acclaimed resorts and health spas, and it isn't Switzerland. Studio...
Doesn't get it from me.
What's the big occasion?
We're going sailing.
Hope the weather holds. They say there's a change coming.
Oh, can't be. Well, Tony's got the Midas touch or something. Things always go right for him.
Tony?
Never mind him. I want you to twist for your mother's arm for me.
Take more than that to make me agree to a trip to Paris this early in the morning.
You've got a few months to work on her. I wanted to come to the showing of the new season's collections.
Well, it'd do you good.
I'd think about it if you'd come.
No way. I'll have breakfast at the stud.
Think about it.
I'll probably be back in Melbourne by then anyway. Have a good time.
We will. Bye, darling.
Bye.
What's the big attraction in Melbourne, David?
All of them. One big happy family. That's what I have to compete with.
How can you?
If it's happy families she wants, I'll just have to make sure she gets it here. Gordon.
Darling, I thought you were joking the other day.
If getting back together with Gordon is what it takes to keep her here, I'll do it. I can give her everything David can, and more. Brush the cobwebs away.
Yeah. Oh, you shouldn't have bothered.
Say the same thing after you've tasted it, and I'll crown you.
What if I asked Angela here for lunch?
Fine by me. Could be like a red rag to a bull with Patricia new.
Why, doesn't she like it coming here?
Nope.
And Angela?
We get along like a house on fire.
Are you sure she doesn't know anything about...
If she'd got wind of the affair, you'd have heard the yell in Melbourne.
You never know. She might be able to handle it.
Don't even think of saying anything. Well, something happened the other day that really showed how she'd react. Oh, it's not worth going into, but believe me, you'd be making a big mistake. Why don't you take her to lunch? The stud number's on the pad.
Well, do you think she'll be there by now?
Oh, I think so. She's getting used to early mornings.
Waltonstead, good morning.
Angela?
Yes? David?
Hi.
You up in town?
Uh-huh. I was wondering if I could meet you in the city for lunch.
Oh, I'd love to, but getting away is a problem. I've got a mountain of work. And I'm not too popular for disappearing the other afternoon.
That's a pity. I'd like to have seen you.
Yeah, well, you'll miss Mother, too. She's gone out on a yacht for the day. Could you call in here?
I'll see what I can tee up. If I can, I will.
Terrific.
I'll let you know. I have to go now. Breakfast is getting cold.
I'll try to make it.
I will do. Bye. She wants me to go over there.
Tempted?
Patricia won't be there.
I can get you a car for the afternoon.
Hey, what the heck? I won't be running into anyone I shouldn't be.
I wonder if I should have packed a light frock.
Well, if it gets hot, you'll just have to shout yourself some new clothes.
Might anyway.
All set?
Think so. You've got the phone number of my hotel.
Oh, it's your holiday.
I'll send you a card.
Ta.
Bye, Wayne.
Bye.
Be with you in a sec. That wasn't necessary.
She's only going for a week.
I hope you're in a better mood when I get back.
I will be, if John's not with you.
I hope to see him. Try and smooth things over.
I don't want him back.
Well, that's your business. Whether I see him or not is mine.
You don't owe him any apologies.
No. I don't.
It's the biggest dance phenomenon in the world. It's the
Rest for the party? What time will I pick you up then? Right. Yeah, I'll see you then. Yeah, same to you.
That the girl you met last night?
Yeah. You don't mind me giving her the number, do you?
No. Got you out of bed, finally.
Late night. Kevin Lynn were pretty quiet when I drove him home.
Kevin's guilty conscience, I hope.
What he said about David.
Hardly.
You must be worried. You're not normally that snappy.
I'm more cross with the way he's treating Lynn. And you're as much to blame.
Me?
Filling his head with how wonderful life is in the Northwest.
Beats a lot of places.
I should drag out some of the letters you wrote to me when you weren't so keen on being there.
Oh, can't be happy all the time. Be a good place for him to save some money.
Look who's talking. And how do you think Lynn will feel while he's away?
He's so dead set against it, why don't you just tell him he can't go?
He's a married man. I can't make decisions for him anymore. I want to help Lynn, but I can't do anything except look crabby.
What if I told him about some of the not-so-good things?
Well, it wouldn't hurt.
Anything to stop you looking crabby. Wine?
No.
Go home while Lynn's at work.
No, thanks. I don't really like beer much.
Well, you were the odd man out up north then. Blakes used to go mad if the Victorian stuff didn't come through and was stuck with a local brew. Reckon the barman used to water it down. Still rot your socks, though.
Why'd you drink it then?
Nothing else to do. And what there is gets boring after a while. You really miss Lynn.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, still 4 or 5 months, not such a long time.
No.
Won't turn your nose up so quick at this then, though. Not when the temperature's up in the hundreds, which is more often than not. Dusty, too. Sometimes it's the only way you can get to sleep at night. Drinking. Doesn't matter how tired you get at work, you end up lying on that mattress staring at the ceiling. Pokey little rooms, too. Thinking about home. Or else you play cards with the other guys. That's the quickest way to see your money go up in smoke. Maybe you'd be better off sticking around here, or, you know, maybe even think of going back to school again. If you chucked it all away going after a fast buck, you could be sorry later.
You been talking to Mum?
Hey? No. Just had second thoughts, mate.
Oh, come on.
Well, big sisters can get you if they really want to.
Hey, what do you really think?
No bull. Susan's right. A person with brains should use them. I think you should go back to school. That's me talking, not your mum.
Well, what made you change your mind?
Haven't really. brought these over, just in case. Have a read. They're letters I wrote to your mum from up north. Check the dates, I didn't make them up. I went through a fair few bad patches. It's just that, well, when I get talking, I always have to exaggerate, make it seem better than it was. Yeah, I'll leave you to think about it. Lynn's got money coming in. You've got Saturdays and Sundays at the car wash. You'll survive. Go back to school. Don't end up bumming around like me. Use them.
How are you?
Oh, must have grumbled. Terrible.
Didn't it make a difference? I decided to stop by and ask you out before I went to the stud.
Problems?
Well, we could swap miseries over dinner.
Well, fair enough. But after my stay at Woombye, I owe you a home-cooked meal. You can answer the phone and tell all the well-wishers to go away. They're still bugging me.
You heard from Prue?
Oh, not for a couple of days.
She left Woombye with John this morning.
I don't want to hear the ins and outs. I'm sure there'll be some terrible hoo-ha. Let's enjoy the peace while it lasts. Where are you staying?
Hotel.
Well, cancel it and stay here.
Oh, I don't know.
Would you rather I took up your offer for a few days at Woombye?
You know you're welcome anytime. Why not come back with me tomorrow?
Well, I'd love to. While Prue's in town, I can't wait to get away.
Hi, you get some too?
Oh, yeah. Who's yours from?
Grandad, Ernest. He wants to know the latest on the baby. What have you got the case out for?
That's the one with all my textbooks in it.
I know.
I'm emptying them out.
What for? Are you going?
I don't want the case. I want the books. And go back to school.
Oh, you rat. I thought...
My intern is dying because I was stupid enough to think I...
Temper, isn't it? Oh, he doesn't laugh.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Good to see you too. Go, Charlie.
John?
Prue.
Hi. I mean, what are you doing back from Woombye?
Oh, like you said, all they wanted me to be was Wayne's messenger boy. So I got out.
How do you feel about it?
Oh, a bit disappointed, but I'll manage that.
We should have called you, but there always seemed to be someone around. It wasn't easy to discuss, was it?
Things were pretty tense.
I think it's wonderful. I mean, I'm sure you'll do much better for yourself now. You've got to stay here.
I don't know.
Please, Angela's here too. I'd love to have the three of us together.
Oh, go on. It'd be boring if I have to drive between Jewel and Manly every time I want to see you.
Please.
Okay.
Good. Good.
Oh, Rob sounds quite a guy.
He is when he gets off his backside. He'd lap it up if Fiona was looking after him like she is me.
Yeah, I could do with the weekend of being pampered myself. What? Oh, Daddy. What are you doing down here?
Had some business to attend to.
Look who the cat dragged in.
David?
How are you?
I'll just put the jug on again. Have another cup?
Oh, no thanks.
Daddy?
Not for me either. How about those pamphlets I promised? Well, I better talk to Alan.
Oh, how's John going first? David has to go back soon.
He left Woombye this morning. He wasn't working out.
Sorry. Hamilton stud?
If you'll excuse me.
Oh, no, don't go yet. Sorry, not you. I'll take it on the other phone. Tell David what's going on first. Won't be a minute. I'm just transferring to another phone.
Why didn't it work out?
He and Wayne didn't get on.
Whose fault?
Wayne's. It's nothing to get worked up over.
You can hang up now.
You seemed happy enough when I was up there. What went wrong?
Lots changed since you were there.
Meaning?
Why don't you ask John? He's probably staying at our house with his mother. You need directions?
No.
No, I didn't think I'd have any trouble finding her.
Wayne's attitude to John hasn't got anything to do with Pat or me.
Well, both of you, together? I know all about last month.
I'm sorry. I know Pat is too. There's not much more I can say. Thanks for not letting on to John or Angela.
I don't need your gratitude.
My wife, Beryl, she's been great. I know I've hurt her a lot, but she's been great. She realised it was something we had to sort out. Look, what I'm trying to say is we're both doing our damnedest to keep our family together. Maybe you should try the same with Pat.
Patricia didn't leave me with much pride, but I do have enough left not to take advice from her ex-lover.
Gordon.
You'd find it pretty hard explaining a fight to Angela. Don't push your luck.
Love is very strange. It's every girl's dream to become a princess, but when the dream turns to reality, will a girl from the burbs live happily ever after, or will it come crashing down around her? The Princess Diaries tonight at 8:30. And don't miss the premiere of The Princess Diaries 2 at the special family time of 7:30 this Sunday on 7. Coming up next, Crumbs.
Sons and daughters, love and laughter, tears and sadness and happiness. We will find out our sons and daughters are what we two were once about.